gets a sticker, and I was very excited. And thank you so much to my patrons who let me know that they received their sticker. That is so cool. Because it's out of my control now. I've posted it, I've done all my part, and I just have to wait for the postal system to do their bit. So that knowledge that they're starting to arrive was just, it made me so happy inside. So thank you so much for everyone who did that. And I also want to have a quick shout out to the wonderful, beautiful, fantastic Abibi. That is a fantastic name, Abibi. So, also, with Nomis, Simon, my brother, he does a thing called Envelope of Awesome, and he has his own YouTube channel called Nomis Animation Academy. So that's a quick shout out to him. He does animation, obviously. You can go check him out. He hasn't been active for a while, but that might change soon. So, Abibi. I love that you pronounce Abibi. You pronounce Abby, or you shorten Abby to Abibi. That is so cute. Abibi. When I was a kid, I had a doll named Abby. Oh, bless you. I had a doll named Abby, because I couldn't say baby. So I was trying to call this baby, but I couldn't say it, so its name was Abby, and I used to say Abby. So a baby is totally adorable. A baby. I do love bees. A baby. Yes. So thank you so much to all of my patrons, and it still blows me away. I'm so grateful to you guys. To my Willow Whispers. Thank you so much for the support. It means so much, and I really feel honoured and happy to be able to be friends with all of you. And I also want to, while I'm on this grateful gratitude wagon, I suppose, this feeling, I want to say thank you to absolutely every single viewer, every comment, and every like that I receive, because it really does bolster my confidence and just makes me feel so, I don't know, good. So thank you. Right. Now, on to something more all about me. I'm not vain, I just like to talk about myself. So, you will not be able to see this, but I have an injury. A wound. Look at my fingernail. There it is. You cannot see. So just there. Where is it? There. Can you see just there? Oh, you absolutely cannot see that. So just there. It's a tiny little wound. It's a tiny little wound. It doesn't look like much. But I was in the car driving down the highway with my sister, and there was a couple of cars in front of us, and then there was an echidna, a cute little echidna with his little spines and his little long beak hobbling along, and it was running across the highway in front of these cars, and we panicked, but luckily the two cars slowed down and went past, so we pulled up on the side of the road, and because this echidna was just still coming past, and I got out of the car and I chased it off the highway so that it went onto the grass, and it was going the right way and everything, but then it started to burrow down as soon as it got to the grass, off the highway, off the concrete. It got there, and I'm like, that's still close to the road, somebody could run you over here still, like that's not okay. So this echidna started burrowing into the dirt, and echidnas are notoriously spiky, so I, being my very wonderful self, I'm like, I'm gonna rescue this echidna. he'll probably be okay, but it would be safer if he just went over this ridge line and into the further off the road. So I go to do it again, but I go in from a different angle so that I can get underneath and pick him up. But when I did that, this finger right here, this one, just right there, got spiked really, really hard with an echidna quill. So they have these really hard, long spikes, which are, they're technically made of hair, but they are so hard and sharp, and it hurt a lot. It got right in under the nail and spiked all the way up into the fleshy part of the finger under the nail. Oh, and this was on Saturday. It's now Tuesday and it's still hurting. I looked up to see if they were poisonous, and they're not, thank God, but they just got me so good. So I tried 2 more times after that to pick up this echidna, but he was not budging. He was not going anywhere. This echidna was very strong, so I'm sure if I could have gotten my hands underneath him and picked him up, I would have been able to move him to safety, but I couldn't do that. I'd already injured myself and he was getting more and more distressed, so I thought it was safer for everyone involved, me and the echidna, if I just left him there. So yeah, echidna rescue. It was very painful. It still hurts. I feel like such a wuss because you can barely even see the damage, but you can see a tiny little bit in real life where it's gone up. But then I realised that there's like a form of torture that is just spiking things underneath fingernails, and I was like, oh, see, it hurts a lot. So anyway, I don't regret it at all. I just have a sore fingernail now. Alright, so that was my Patreon shout out and my story. I did think, should I tell that story? I was like, it's very self-indulgent, and then like, but it is very Australian. Maybe you guys want to hear about rescuing echidnas off highways. Who knows? Did you like that? Anyways, so recently, I was gonna have a little bit more coffee. Do you like my cup? We have a set of them. They're so antique. So, okay, so windshields. So hopefully this, when I breathe, will stop happening, because I had to buy these online because there was absolutely nowhere in Australia online that I could find to buy these for the Blue Yeti Nano. I didn't go into any shops to find them. I was just looking online for somewhere within Australia sourced windshield / mic cover, but I could not find them, so I had to get them imported off of Amazon. And yeah, they came in this really nice sounding cardboard box. It's a really good box. It's got a nice rectangle, large lid and bottom, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides that aren't the top at the bottom. And it makes a good sound, both tapping with my finger pads Which one would you like to open first? The spongy one or the hairy one? The spongy one or the hairy one? Oh, we're gonna do them both. The sponge. Okay, the spongy one. We'll do the spongy one first. The spongy one. So. Okay, so it is a black microphone top cover. Which just seems to be in a kind of cone shape, which I assume I just slip on. I just slip it on. Are we ready? Should we do this? Alright, let's do it. Well, that was easy. Alright, who knows? I don't know if it makes any difference. Do you think it makes any difference? Oh, it's fun to touch. I really like the sound it makes when I... So do I just leave this on forever now? Is that how this works? So whenever I'm filming a normal video, I would have a mic cover on because I did think my bike looked a bit metallic. Alright, what do you think? 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 Yeah, I think it's better. I think I think it's just that little bit smoother somehow. But it does seem to be the thing everyone's doing, so now I'm joined in. I love being on the bandwagon. Okay, so the next thing is one that I really enjoy. It's the fluffy mic cover. The fluffy mic cover. I just think they sound so nice because it sounds like people brushing them. That sound of somebody massaging one of these mic covers is just music. Not music to my ears, better than that. Tingles to my ears. So this is the second mic cover. It looks like a small furry animal. We must free him from his plasticky confines. This is gonna be noisy. I can feel it because it just doesn't go on. It looks like there should be like a button or a zip or something. Because this isn't gonna. Oh, it's gonna be noisy. Okay, one moment. Well, it's on. It's only like on the metal part. It's not like all the way down to like the base of the microphone. It's still sitting on top of the. Yes, that's lovely. So if I just pull it. I feel like this is a terrible setup because now there's way too much space at the top. Oh, but listen. I think I'm gonna cut the elastic so I can just slide on like this one does. What do you think? Because the opening for this one is huge and the other one is like a third maybe. And that was way too difficult to get on and off. I'm never going to use it if it's that hard to use. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to cut the little bit of elastic, and it doesn't really matter if it, if that ruins it for actually shielding wind when we're outside or something. That doesn't really matter to me so much right now because when I do film my outside videos, I never take this microphone with me anyway. I'm always just filming lo-fi on my phone at that point. Yeah, so I think I'm going to cut the bottom. So that I might do that right now. Let's take it off. Oh, that doesn't seem safe, does it? It doesn't seem safe. Alright, so this hole here is way too... Let's... Do you like scissor sounds? Do you like the sound of scissors? Alright, so what I'm going to do is just get into this little cord here and just chop it a little bit. So that it has, you know what, I'm just going to go straight up. I'm going to go straight up, cut it like that. There we go, and I'm going to do one on the other side so that it's even and fair. Alright, so now it's a bit better. Let's see. Oh, it's still not easy. Should I cut it 2 more times? You watch, all the fur will fall off of this now. Oh, that's better. That's feeling a lot better. That's feeling a lot better. That's feeling... Oh, it feels soft on my face. Oh, that is a good microphone. Yes. Oh, you're a good boy. Good girl. Yes. What a good microphone. That's better. It's pulled all the way down now, so it's over the little metal mesh area now. Oh, I like it. We're gonna get one. We're gonna stop. Okay, calm down. Nice, breathe, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So we've got a fluffy mic cover, fluffy mic cover, a fluffy mic cover, a windshield, Oh, he's so much more personified now, or pet-sonified, now that he has the softest fur ever. He's a good